Zambia is boiling with anger, and at the center of it all is the Lungu family. For days, emotions have been high, but when Esther Lungu broke her silence, her fiery words about her late husband Edgar Chagwa Lungu sent shockwaves across the nation. Supporters cheered her boldness, but many ordinary Zambians erupted in fury, saying her words were disrespectful, divisive, and proof that the Lungu family still wants to control Zambia from the shadows. Tonight, we take you inside the storm. What Esther Lungu said, why Zambians are reacting with such outrage, and how this confrontation could change the Lungu family's future forever. Welcome to InspirAfrica Official, your #1 channel for uncovering Africa's hidden truths and political realities. In this episode, we bring you the unfolding drama surrounding the Lungu family, former First Lady Esther Lungu, and the legacy of Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Her latest remarks have ignited a wave of backlash, with Zambians across the country confronting her words and questioning the family's role in the nation's affairs. Is this just grief speaking or a carefully calculated political message? And why has the public reaction been so fierce? Stay tuned as we break down the facts, the emotions, and the future implications of this fiery showdown. Zambia is on fire with controversy. After Esther Lungu's explosive remarks about her late husband, former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, ECL, the nation has erupted. In this video, we reveal what Esther Lungu really said, why her words sparked outrage among Zambians, how the Lungu family is being confronted by angry citizens, what this means for Zambia's political future. This isn't just about one speech. It's about power, legacy, and the battle for Zambia's soul. Watch till the end for the full breakdown, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to InspirAfrica Official for more breaking stories, political analysis, and exclusive insights into Zambia and Africa's unfolding future. The fiery word Zambia is boiling with anger. Crowds are shouting, emotions are raw, and at the center of it all is Esther Lungu. The widow of former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu has finally broken her silence. But the fiery words she chose have left the nation deeply divided. Some are praising her boldness, others say she crossed the line. What exactly did she say, and why has it set Zambia on fire? Stay with us, because this is only the beginning. When Esther stepped forward to speak, many expected a message of unity. Instead, her tone shocked even her late husband's closest allies. Supporters cheered her strength, saying she was only defending her husband's legacy. But critics? They erupted in fury. They accused her of disrespect, arrogance, and trying to drag Zambia back into old wounds. The real question is, why now? Why speak with such heat at such a sensitive time? Some say she was sending a hidden message to the government. Others believe she was trying to rally sympathy for the Lungu family, who still face ongoing battles in court and in politics. But the truth? It may be deeper and far more personal. What followed after her words left many stunned. Streets filled with angry voices, social media flooded with rage, and suddenly, the Lungu family found themselves cornered. But here's the mystery. Was this outburst a slip of the tongue or a carefully planned move? And what does it mean for Zambia's fragile peace? In our next episode, we uncover how the people confronted the Lungu family face-to-face, and the shocking scenes that followed. Don't miss it. The nation reacts. The reaction was immediate and explosive. Within hours of Esther Lungu's fiery words, Zambia was on edge. Streets buzzed with anger, radio stations filled with heated debates, and social media turned into a battlefield. People who once stood firmly behind Edgar Lungu were suddenly turning their fury on his family. But why? What changed so quickly? Stay with us, because this story takes a shocking twist. At first, many thought Esther's words would only stir her loyal base. Instead, they cut deep into the nation's memory. Zambians remembered the pain of the past, the divisions, the struggles, and the wounds that never fully healed. Her remarks, bold and unfiltered, struck a nerve. They weren't just about her husband. To many, they sounded like an attack on the people themselves. Suddenly, voices of outrage drowned out the few cheers of support. Talk shows were flooded with callers demanding accountability. Markets and bus stations echoed with heated arguments. And online, the hashtags against the Lungu family spread faster than fire in dry grass. But here's the question no one can ignore. Why did this anger rise so quickly? Some say it was guilt boiling over. Others claim people felt betrayed, as though the Lungu family had placed themselves above the nation's pain. And yet, behind the noise, whispers grew louder. Was this sudden public fury natural, or was it fueled by powerful hands in the background? In the next episode, we take you to the very front lines when angry Zambians confronted the Lungu family directly, face to face, in moments that stunned the nation. You don't want to miss what happened next. The wounds of power, the truth is painful. Esther Lungu's fiery words did more than spark anger. They ripped open old wounds. Suddenly, Zambia was forced to relive the shadows of Edgar Lungu's rule. And what came back to the surface shocked many who thought they had moved on. But why do these scars still cut so deep? And what do they mean for the future? Stay with us. During ECL's presidency, there were moments of pride, but also years marked by controversy. Allegations of corruption, inequality, and political tension left scars on the nation. Many ordinary Zambians felt unheard, struggling with poverty while watching the elite grow richer. For them, Esther's words weren't just personal. They were a painful reminder of that era. Across the country, conversations grew heated. People recalled missing funds, heavy debt, and the fear that speaking out could land them in trouble. Some argued that the wounds never healed because justice was never served. Others insisted that Lungu's family was still clinging to power, refusing to accept that times had changed. But here's where the mystery grows deeper. Why did these memories resurface now at this exact moment? Was it simply Esther's words? Or is there something bigger, perhaps a fight over legacy, power, and history itself? What is clear is that the pain of the past has not gone away. And in the hearts of many Zambians, those wounds remain wide open. In our next episode, we dive even further into the streets, where Zambians confronted the Lungu family in person, and the shocking scenes that unfolded when anger met power face to face. You won't believe what happened next. The family under fire the storm has arrived, and the Lungu family is right at the center of it. From the moment Esther Lungu spoke her fiery words, the backlash has only grown louder. Now her family is facing something they never expected: open confrontation from the public and sharp backlash from politicians. But how much can they really endure? Stay with us, because this story only gets darker. On the streets, the anger is clear. Ordinary Zambians who once respected Edgar Lungu's legacy are now shouting at his family. Some confront them directly in markets and public gatherings. Others flood the airwaves with calls demanding answers. For the first time, the Lungu family feels the weight of a nation's rage pressing down on them. And it's not just the people. Politicians, too, have joined the storm. Some in the opposition distance themselves, afraid of being dragged down with the Lungu name. Others in government see this as a chance to tighten their grip, using the family's troubles to score political points. Every day, the pressure grows heavier. But here's the haunting question: how much more can Esther and her children take? Can they withstand the fire, or will they be forced to retreat into silence? Whispers are spreading that the family may be planning moves behind the scenes, desperate attempts to shield themselves from what's coming next. But what exactly are they planning, and will it work? In the next episode, we peel back the curtain to reveal the secret deals, backdoor talks, and hidden strategies the Lungu family may be using to survive this storm. Don't miss it. The Political Chessboard. Was Esther Lungu's fiery message really about her late husband, or was it something far bigger? Many Zambians thought it was just grief speaking. But behind closed doors, whispers suggest a different story. Some believe her words were not only emotional, but political. Could she have been playing a dangerous game on Zambia's chessboard? Stay with us, because the truth is far more complicated than it seems. At first, her remarks looked like raw pain. But the timing raised questions. Why speak now, at a moment when the nation is still tense and divided? Analysts argue it may have been more than just emotion. Her words, sharp and pointed, may have been a signal to allies, rivals, and even the government. In Zambia's politics, nothing is ever simple. Every speech, every silence can be a move on the board. Esther's fiery tone may have been meant to rally the Lungu loyalists, to remind them that the family still carries weight. Others suggest she wanted to push back against President Hakainde Hichilema's government, sending a clear warning that the Lungu name will not fade quietly. But here's the real twist. If her words were indeed political, what comes next? Will they spark a revival of the Lungu legacy, or destroy it completely? For now, the nation is left guessing. Was it grief, or was it strategy? And if it was strategy, who is truly pulling the strings behind Esther Lungu's voice? In the next episode, we uncover the hidden networks and silent power brokers still fighting for influence in Zambia, and how Esther's words may have triggered their next move. Don't miss it. The reckoning Zambia has reached a boiling point. The anger, the debates, the confrontations, they have all led to one chilling question. Can the nation truly move forward if the Lungu family continues to fight from the shadows? Or has the time come for a reckoning, a moment of accountability that could change Zambia forever? Stay with us, because what happens next could define the country's future. Across the nation, voices are demanding answers. Some say the Lungu family should step aside, allow healing, and let history judge. Others believe they must face justice for the scars left behind. No more hiding, no more silence. The fury has grown so strong that it no longer feels like a political debate. It feels like a turning point. And yet the question remains, what would accountability look like? Would it mean trials, investigations, and exposing secrets long buried? Or could it mean something even deeper, a rewriting of Zambia's political story where no leader and no family is above the people? But here's the twist. If the nation pushes too hard, it risks reopening divisions that could destabilize the fragile peace. If it does too little, anger will only fester and grow. Either way, the reckoning is unavoidable. So where does Zambia go from here? Into chaos or into a new era of truth? The answer may depend on the next moves of the people, the government, and the family itself. We reveal how global eyes are now turning to Zambia and why international players may quietly be shaping the outcome of this storm. You'll want to see this.